Hello everyone, my name is Shelby Forsythia and I host the Coming Back Conversations on Life After Loss podcast. And today I want to say thank you, patrons. I became a member of Patreon in January of this year and started taking on patrons in support of the podcast that I do. And it has just been an incredible experience. And today I really want to say thank you for your continued support and generosity and uplifting as I continue to spread these messages of hope and tools. And you are not alone through people who are facing death, divorce, diagnosis, and more. All these things that really change and shape our lives forever. I'm so thrilled to say that within the first week of opening up my Patreon to supporters, my first goal was met, and that was to have the podcast's hosting paid for every single month by my patrons. So I truly am a listener-supported podcast, which is such an incredible thing to say as an independent podcaster. The other amazing thing that happened is that I was chosen to be a speaker at the 2019 Bereavement Cruise, which is happening in March, so just a few months away, and I was able to afford flights and airfare to the cruise because of the Patreons who support the show. Something secret that I don't reveal often either is that when I had some unexpected bills come in the beginning of this year, my patrons were the people that helped buy me groceries for 2 weeks, and that's something that I cannot even begin to put words to in terms of gratitude, because I was like, I just had this question. I said, where's the money coming from? And the cool thing about Patreon too is that I know in the midst of grief, in the midst of losing my mother, my finances were not in a place where I could just willy-nilly give money to every cause and thing I supported, I believed in. I know that grief inherently makes money tight. So to be supported by people who are grieving, the listeners of my show and people that want to see it continue, has just been such a humbling gift and a blessing through the process of creating this really big piece of heart work. I say that Coming Back all the time is a piece of heart work for me because the listeners that support it, the people that listen to it, even just one time, they are people who I find agree with me that these conversations need to continue and there need to be more of them. So the fact that I can have that mentality broadcast internationally on a platform like Patreon saying, yes, I want to see that continue. Yes, I want to see these guests on. Yes, I want these books to be reviewed. And I want to get stickers and one-on-one time and shout outs on air because of it is such a neat exchange of energy and really overwhelms me and makes me grateful every single day that I get to do the work that I do, that I get to continue down this path of being a creator. This is a really cool day to have thank you patrons because it happens to fall on one of my reward days, which is Monday evenings, which is generally when I host my 1 hour long Ask Me Anything Google Hangouts. And these are for patrons supporting my show at any level. So for example, this month we're hosting a conversation about grief and the holidays. So if you're dealing with the empty chair syndrome, or if you're going to have to take on tasks that you wouldn't normally take on because you've lost somebody that you love or something in your life has dramatically changed, like a divorce or a diagnosis, this is the place to talk about it for a full hour. You get me one-on-one beyond the podcast live. So if you'd like to join us, you can pledge at patreon.com/ShelbyForsythia. Of course, you can always pledge there. There's a lot of cool stuff you can be a part of, including private blog posts from me, things like stickers of the podcast's logo, and shout outs on air that I would absolutely love to give you. But for today, thank you so much, patrons, for your support of my work. You've kept the lights on here at Coming Back. You're flying me to Florida to be a part of the 2019 Bereavement Cruise. And yes, for 1 or 2 weeks there at the beginning of the year, you did help buy me groceries. And I cannot express to you how grateful I am to have your support and your continued just like energetic proof that this project is worth something and it's making an impact and that you want to see it continue. I love you incredibly and I am grateful every single day for your support of my work. All my love, and I'll see you tonight.